Kate and William, praised by George and Charlotte's attendance at funeral, wants it part of their story. Amongst the thousands of mourners attending the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II are two of her beloved great-grandchildren. Those two were seen walking to the church with Kate, while William joined the procession escorting the Queen's coffin to the service. Following their great-grandmother's passing, George is now second in line to the throne, and Charlotte is third. According to a royal expert, Prince George and Princess Charlotte's appearance at the late Queen's state funeral is part of their story. The two eldest children of the Prince and Princess of Wales' appearance sparked some controversy prior to the event, particularly due to their young age, but has since been praised and deemed highly important to their lives and the monarchy. Speaking on the latest episode of Royalty Us, host Christina Ross discussed the children's appearance, describing it as part of their story. It was said that there was a lot of people questioning, should George and Charlotte even be there? I mean, the fact is, Charlotte's still so young. I think that's a good point. They will always remember this. This will kind of always be part of their story. I wasn't sure at first either, but now I've seen everything that's happened, and I think it was the right decision. At the funeral, Charlotte could be seen whispering to her big brother. She appeared to tell George, "You need to bow," when the Queen's coffin came past them. Charlotte then brought back memories of her great-grandmother as she pointed with her finger, just like the Queen used to do. George did follow his sister's advice as he was seen bowing his head as a sign of respect to Her Majesty when her coffin began to drive off. Prince George and Princess Charlotte left the public in tears when they said goodbye to their great-grandmother, known as Gan to them. A royal commentator added, "Kids can add levity to the most solemn of moments. I'm pleased they have each other to lean on for support, and we'll look back on this in the future, glad they took part in it together. Such a beautiful thing to watch." It's understood that Kate and William thought long and hard while having discussions with the children before deciding they would attend. George and Charlotte were the only great-grandchildren of the Queen to attend the funeral. They're viewing this through their eyes, little children's eyes, but it'll be a memory that stays with them forever until it's George's time or it's Charlotte's time. I can see the wisdom in the decision because they're going to remember this, saying they're going to remember being a part of it. They've both seen it, they've witnessed it, and were a part of it. One of the show's royal watchers stated that the two children will remember their great-grandmother's funeral for the rest of their lives. Miss Neal also mentioned how wonderful it was that Prince George and Princess Charlotte, as well as their younger brother, Prince Louis, were part of the Platinum Jubilee celebrations in June. A parenting expert weighed in on how this might affect Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. Undoubtedly, the children will be upset about the passing of their great-granny, and what's important is that they are given the space to feel and work through their big emotions. However, the sudden loss of a relative can also cause some confusion for youngsters. Princess Charlotte forged the special bond with her great-grandmother partly as a result of their mutual love of horses, but the Queen doesn't play favorites. She's also said to be extremely close to Prince George, with whom she often spends time alone. Charlotte and George's little brother, Louis, is also a great source of unbridled joy for the Queen. In the documentary The Queen at 90, Catherine revealed that Her Majesty is known to spoil her great-grandchildren from time to time. She always leaves a little gift of something in their room when we go and stay, and that just shows her love for the family.